G'day everyone, it's now time for another Blue Glove project update. You know, since these social restrictions have been put in place, I've been spending a lot of time at home. The great thing is that I've been able to do and spend a lot of time on those tasks which I've been meaning to do for a long time. My name is Jerry from Succulent Flytraps. Okay, so let's have a look at what progress I've done since the last video update. So I'll start off from the bottom. You can see here that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 PVC pipes all connected. It's looking good, they look in line. They've got the Blue Glove seals on them. I have been asked whether those blue gloves that I used were actually brand new, knowing that it's the coronavirus outbreak, and I'm glad to tell you that all of these have been used. So rather than increasing landfill by throwing them out, I'm actually recycling them and putting them to really good use. But most importantly, they're not actually leaking, and you can see here there's water in there. Maybe you can see that, but there's water in all these pipes. Let's have a look. And it's so nice to see no leaks, and I haven't used any PVC glue at all. Now, this part here is going to be a test section. So rather than connecting all those pipes down to the end of the wooden platform, I've put these end caps on, and these, or this section over here, is going to be my test or experimental section. I've supported these PVC pipes using these screws. I've also done that on the other side as well. Okay, so let's have a look on top to show you what I'm actually doing with the plants. Right, so here are some North American pitcher plants, and these pots are in this foam box compartment. As you would have seen in my last or my previous video, these boxes are invaluable for positioning these pots vertically, and they also keep the pots nice and cool. So you can say that's my experiment right here. These are my test plants. Now, I'll just show you now on the bottom what I've done. So underneath, you've got the bottom of the pot there. Maybe you can see that, maybe not. Somewhere up there. And of course I've got these wicks which are inside the PVC pipe where the water is. And if I touch these wicks, yep, they're nice and wet, indicating that they are drawing up that water. And of course that's what's keeping that peat moss nice and damp, because the other end of that wick is inside the peat moss. I've also done that on this side as well. You can see here, there we go, you can see the wick coming up there. And the other end, whoops, is going in the PVC pipe. So essentially that's what I plan to do with all my plants, and judging by how this goes, I'm going to connect all those other pipes. But so far, as I said, those wicks are wet, so that's always a good sign. And if I go on top here, That peat moss is nice and, whoops, that's not, yes it is, that's the one connected. You see that's where the wick is. And that peat moss is nice and damp. We have had a bit of rain recently, so that sort of helped fill up the PVC pipes. But yeah, I'm going to see, just give it another week or so and just see whether that's still nice and damp. If it is, then I'm going to be very, very encouraged to continue with my project. So as you've seen so far, I have attached these PVC pipes, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't be happier with the results. There was one thing though that I realised I had to do first before connecting these pipes, and that was to install some wooden poles to this wooden platform, and I'll be showing you them soon. Now the reason why I've done that is because I want to provide more wind protection for my North American pitcher plants. I've realised in the last couple of growing seasons, even though I've got this polycarbonate sheeting, which I'll be showing you soon, it hasn't blocked out a lot of the wind, and as a result, a lot of my North American pitcher plants have actually toppled over. So let's have a closer look and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here are the wooden poles that I was talking about. I've got 2 of them installed over here in parallel. So eventually what I want to do is attach polycarbonate sheeting onto them to provide more wind protection. You can see over here I've already done that with this polycarbonate sheeting over here. You can see here why I've had to take these PVC pipes off first before I can attach these poles. I've attached these poles with these screws here from the side of the wooden platform, and I wouldn't have been able to do that unless I took off these PVC pipes. So far they're very, very solid. Of course they need to be to withstand the wind, but I really am hoping that it's going to be a lot more calmer up here, and it's not going to act as a wind tunnel, which it does sometimes during those westerly winds. I've also done that on the down here. I've attached another 2 poles. They're very, very solid, and I've attached 3 screws for each pole, and so far they're doing a great job. Now I had to be careful about the width of these poles as well, because I didn't want to interfere with these PVC pipes. You can see here how they're quite thick, but they're not so thick that they're going to obstruct the PVC pipes which are going to be going through these holes. And as I said, they are very, very securely attached, and yeah, can't wait to put on the polycarbonate sheeting.